Hello, welcome to Gemstone Tarot weekend reading for Saturday the 26th of October and Sunday the 27th of October, where the moon is going into Virgo Saturday afternoon 16:47, but also here in the UK, British summertime ends at 2 a.m. Look. I can make that focus. Well, I don't even want to focus on it actually. That's right, camera. Don't focus on it. British summertime ends at 2 a.m. Put the clocks back 1 hour. Adjustments have been made from now on. God, doesn't that just sound really like the corporate universe? Just adjustments have been made from now on. So yeah, that's when you get up and it's dark. And you go out and it's dark. Anywho, we've got a birdie. Hang on. Jackdaw, pair of jackdaws on the opposite chimney. Nice. We're using Mystic Maidens Tarot, continuing our shadowy season. What do we need to know? Please tell us about the important energies. Tell us whether Tracy is baking a cheesecake. I'm thinking that you are, Tracy. I think you are baking a cheesecake. Anyone else baking anything? I want to know about it. What a card to get. What a card to get. I'm just going to open the curtain a bit more because it feels like there's just no light. Oh God, I can see my own car. Well, that's good. Look at that. I love that Hermit card actually. I think I've told you many times that if I'm buying a tarot deck that I look for the Hermit card first. It's a bit wonky, isn't it? Look at that, 6 of Wands. That's twice in a week. Yes. Well, that's very nice. Okay, I'm taking 3 for now. We'll see. So, yep, we're in a kind of hermit season. It feels... Scorpio season always feels like this for me. I get this feeling of being... I guess, you know, when the clocks go back as well, and it's that weekend in the UK, because in the UK, we're not always blessed with, and especially this summer, we didn't really have one. So that we didn't get those feelings of like luscious, you know, those light nights and everything. Kind of never feel like it really happened. And then you get plunged into this like heart of darkness in the winter, and it feels like we're just entering the woods, doesn't it? But like we've been trying to say, I think, for the last few days, if you go with the energy of Scorpio season, it's just a lot better for you than if you try and fight it. So, you know, maybe not literally, and obviously don't go wandering around the woods in the dark on your own at night, because that's not a good idea. But metaphorically, you know, we're taking our lantern into the woods, full moon type energy. Woo, that was my attempt at an owl. It's that kind of energy. It's an internal journey. It's checks and balances. It's shadow work. It's probably the stuff we might be trying to avoid, but also just get into, this is why we have, and I can never pronounce it, Samhain, is it? This is why we have festivals. Look, here we go. Beautiful picture for it actually. If you want one of these diaries, I am not financially attached to them, but I am very attached to them emotionally. Astrocal. I think they don't do the American one anymore, so I'm just saying that to British people, I think, which is a real shame. Look here, Samhain, that's the picture we get for it. Isn't it gorgeous? So go with whatever you need to do to mark this, and of course over on the other side in Australia, New Zealand, to mark the movement of season, whichever way you've got it going, okay? Because it's important. It used to be a lot more important back in the day when we were much more reliant on crops and light and all the rest of it, but do whatever it is that you need to do. I've got out my different shadow decks this week. You know, it gets me into it. I've got my Halloween deck. I did have my Halloween deck. I might have to go rooting around trying to find it. But I've got my Halloween deck. I've got my Halloween tea towel up there, and I'll get that out, you know, and normally I dress up. I don't know if I'll be able to do that because of my eye and everything, but I've got, you know, I've got my dealy boppers ready. I think I wore pumpkin glasses last year. Those are a right hoot. I might actually wear those again if I can. Anyway, do whatever you need to do to mark it in your own way. You know, you don't have to be swinging the incense and, you know, standing on your lawn holding your crystals up to a full moon or whatever it is, you know, on a Tuesday when the wind is northeast and all that kind of complication. Keep it just really simple and keep it very much yours. However that goes for you. Okay, could be that you just watch something on Netflix that's very, you know, spooky, or I don't like spooky things, but autumnal, you know, or Nordic noir. You know, bit of Agatha Christie, whatever floats your scorpionic kind of boat, okay? But appreciate the hermitness of it all, because we've got this gorgeous Six of Wands, winner, winner, chicken dinner, or vegan alternative. It is the hurrah card, but it's also the card of this is the way that you can win. This is a winning way, and it's not often, because obviously the Six of Wands is quite a yang sort of energy card, isn't it? And the Hermit is incredibly yin energy. You know, you're internalizing, you're going into the cave, you're going into the woods, you know, whichever way you slice it, you're not, you know, whipping on your disco pants and getting up on the table. It's not that kind of a card. It's more of a somber, internal odyssey kind of a card. Get with it. I'm at the moment reading a book on, what am I reading? Where is it? It's actually behind me. I'm reading this. I've got a receipt here. Hang on. Take that out. Or tuck that in, actually. Tell you, it's very nice because it's got cards that look like tarot cards. So I'm reading this. Mythic Structure for Writers. Look at that. And it's all about Jungian archetypes. So that's half the reason that I'm reading it. Isn't it gorgeous though? Look. See, that's how they describe the Herald. That's an archetype. And they're doing it with sort of quasi-tarot cards. The Ordinary World. Very good. But because it's all about, and it has it here, let me just find that. See there, that looks very hermity. The Mentor, very hermity. It's all about the hero's journey. So because we're in that kind of territory, I'm going to read that kind of stuff. Because it's the right time. This is the way I sort of celebrate it, if you want to call it celebrating it. So find your own way of doing that. And then the Knight of Pentacles, who won't leave us alone at the moment. The Knight of Pentacles is really kind of, just a minute. I really need to tell you about my latest discovery about something that I photographed and I have categorised on my Google Drive. You know, the Knight of Pentacles is that person of the tarot, but this is actually a very beautiful version, so I appreciate that. And I may be doing you a disservice, Knight of Pentacles. But Knight of Pentacles always comes up to remind us to keep on keeping on. It's forward or nothing, you know, and it kind of feels like keep on keeping on to the underworld, okay, down on your odyssey. It doesn't necessarily, because often with the Knight of Pentacles, because it's earthy, we think, oh yes, we must be building this, we must be doing that. It can also be keep on keeping on into the woods, okay? Which reminds me, actually, I'm going to have to dig out my Into the Woods oracle cards, Into the Lonely Woods. Hang on. I can see them. Let me just... Yes. Yes, yes, and yes. Yes, and the yes. We're having a Lonely Woods oracle card. Yoo-hoo! If you haven't got this deck, I really recommend this. I haven't used it for ages, have I? Gorgeous. Okay. Let's have an Into the Lonely Woods Well, now let's get this party started. We're having Into the Lonely Woods. There's the back of the cards there. Woohoo! Okay. Yeah, kind of feels, no, it doesn't. Yes. Isn't that interesting? Honour your holy days. I bet that's going to tell you to do stuff like Samhain, or at least learn how to pronounce it, Gemma. Let me just look it up in here. Gosh, where is it? Okay. Yes, isn't that, well, weird and not weird at the same time. Acknowledging our sacred days carves out a sure pattern within our lives. Without sign or symbol, we can feel a loss of meaning or lose a sense of where we are in the world. Most often, these celebrations are observed with beloved others, but there are times when those holy days will come and we will see no one at all by our sides. So you will go alone to the sacred place, carve out the sign, offer yourself so much love. All this will ensure that you feel valued beyond measure. The time to celebrate alongside kin and clan will come again. For now, honour the changing of the seasons, the counting of the days of light. Oh my God! Goosebumps, everyone! And the days of dark, and reverently observe the turning of the wheel of time. In solitude, the soul will enter into pure unity with spirit. Woof! Drop the mic. Leave me a comment. I'll see you soon. Namaste.